top 8 placers, ranking premier event winners, even Capcom Cup champions. So many different paths, and what seems like an endless array of characters has led them all to this very stage. And as far as you and I, we have the pleasure of seeing those paths collide. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hollywood, Raw TV, and this is Street Fighter League.
That is going to spell victory.
JB is in his head right now. How'd you do that?
My God, he is feeling it.
Oh my gosh. The matches. Let's go.
He said, nah, hold this video.
I double dog dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I implore you. Send the signal out. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter because Street Fighter League delivers. Man.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another week of Street Fighter League Season 3. My name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve, and this week is just going to be as explosive as the last 3 weeks as we've seen these guys go back to back, neck and neck when it comes to these games. It's been close in so many instances, but it doesn't stop here. We've only just begun.
Yeah, week 4 is kicking off, and if you have been paying attention to what's happening, and you should have, there have already been explosions on the field. There's already been blow-ups to be had, and there's a lot of sad faces going forward. UIU on the tail end of the leaderboard at this point. We've seen some very great plays from Kami. We've seen some great plays by Oil King, just unfortunately not able to stay up there. We've seen Alpha 3 come back from possibly being down there as well. But an amazing turnaround with Punk, even getting that Seiko play of the day on the way out. Angrybird holding down the team for NASR over there. Samurai not really getting into motion just yet. We haven't seen much come from Samurai when it comes to the side of things on representing NASR, getting that big W. Seems like it's all kind of been on Angrybird at this point, and just much more happening on the field. So there's a lot happening here at SFL. I mean, there's so many stories to be told. I can't wait to get back into it as we get closer to that playoff week. It's going to be amazing too.
And to kind of remind you guys, we also have other teams present that have been trying to grind their way to the top. We also have All In with iDom captain, as the captain, 801 Strider, SKZ, Alpha 3 with that huge turnaround from last week, which is, of course, Punk, CJ Truth, and Nephew. We also have Psycho Shinobi with the 29th hot dog as captain, Xian and Caba, and, of course, Team Dynamite, who is gearing up ready to play against Team NASR this week, which consists of Smug as the captain, Mena RD, and Gamerbeat. And just to kind of remind you guys, we are going through 15 weeks of regular scheduled play that leads up into the 16th week, which is the playoffs, where we determine who will face off against the champions of Japan for Street Fighter League.
And these teams are competing for their share of $150,000. That's what's here this season on Street Fighter League. And just to let you guys know about the format, it is a 3v3 Waseda style format. It will be 1v1. Whoever loses will be eliminated. The winner will go to the back of the queue. If there is a remaining player on one of those sides, they will fight the remaining members, and that is how we get our team battle champion.
And of course, as we go throughout each and every week, we like to go through our play of the day with our sponsor, Seiko, who will be awarding the MVP midway through the season and at the end of the season with one of those exclusive watches they just released with the themes of the Street Fighter V characters. So you guys got to check that out. And if you want to tell us what your play of the day was, please feel free to @ us on any social media. Let Capcom fighters know who you thought would be your MVP pick for the midseason and the end of the season.
Yeah, we've already seen Angrybird kind of get that call as well. We've seen Punk come back and get one. SKZ even looking like somebody who could be the play of the day MVP. So shout outs to Seiko, shout outs to you guys tuning in, and Street Fighter League is just about to get started. I feel like Dynamite versus NASR is about to set the stage. It's definitely going to be some explosions going forward, and then right after that we're going to have All In going against Psycho, Shinobi, two very strong teams, two heavy-hitting teams, I really want to know what's about to happen.
You guys do not want to miss this. We're gearing up for an explosive week number 4 here at Street Fighter League Season 3. We'll be sure to catch you right after this break with some more Street Fighter V action. We're just about to get things started here in Street Fighter League Season 3. My name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve. We set ourselves up with quite the match. It's going to be Dynamite going up against NASR, both very, very strong. Dynamite getting their W not too long ago, and NASR has just been completely consistent since the entirety of Street Fighter League up until this point. It's going to be pretty hard to contest or figure out who would take over the other in this matchup.
I mean, first off, I believe we should start with the bands, right? So we have Team Dynamite. That's going to be Smug. That's going to be Mena. That's going to be Gamer B. What character are you going to try to stop on the opposing team, right? You're obviously going to go for Akuma. Samurai is going to be one of those main bands that you're always going to look at. And once again, this is that half-season point. So once that second half of the season begins, that means he's actually going to get to play. But right now, he needs to deal with, you know, these battles that are going to be in front of him. Because right now, he's been the main target.
And then turning the tables, you have Team NASR picking to ban Balrog, I believe. We're starting to see a trend here. Every time an opponent goes up against Team Dynamite, they're always aiming at Smug. So I'm starting to think, you know, they feel like Smug is probably the biggest threat to them all. But it leaves me kind of wondering, is like, what about this G? We've seen what he's capable of. So I guess to contest that, they've also figured out the roster would be Bigbird first, Angrybird second, and then Samurai as anchor to kind of predict where Smug will be in the first or second slot to get rid of that threat early.
Yeah, we've talked about in Street Fighter League past seasons where even knowing the order where you're going to pick that big gun, you know, where you're going to pick that main person targeted for the ban. And that can really change the dynamic because if you have one of the stronger players in the middle, you can make sure to have that last anchor if in case you don't have any remaining team members. That's the strength of the Waseda style. That's the fear of the Waseda style. Having that team strong balance, making sure you guys are in sync, and having a game plan going forward.
And I do believe we have an interview from one of the teammates from Team Dynamite. I believe it's Gamer B standing by with Rob TV. Let's hear his thoughts coming into this match.
I am joined by the legendary Taiwanese fighting game god, my guy, Gamer B. How you feeling, bro?
I'm fine, really. Thanks.
You know what I'm thinking, man? I feel like, I'm gonna tell you, when I was coming into this, I was thinking that, like, okay, I saw that they had you on there. I feel like we didn't talk as much before Street Fighter League. We played before.
Yes.
But, you know, I feel like we've really gotten to know each other, you know, more here and everything, right?
Yes.
And when I came here, I thought that, you know, I might have to, like, try to get some words out of you and so on and so forth. But that was the furthest thing from the truth. Like, I feel like we might need to take my nickname, Hollywood, and give it to you. You've been extremely entertaining. That's why. You've been talking trash and everything. Like,
Did you guys have a good breakfast today?
Yep.
Okay, what y'all have? You had McDonald's? What's up?
I just had Caba. I'm okay.
is this just like how you always are? Like, are your teammates helping to bring this out of you even more? Like, is it a fun environment for you?
You know, when I first time come to USA for a tournament, I kind of love the USA FGC culture. Like everyone is laughing, talking a lot of
talking trash.
Yeah. that actually makes me want to learn English more.
Oh,
because
okay, so I can join in.
I can understand it.
You didn't like grow up speaking English alongside.
No.
Oh, you had to pick it up.
Yes.
So you went from not speaking English to even knowing terms like wiggity washed and using it in the damn. That's actually pretty dope. So earlier in the season, you guys went up against Psycho Shinobi.
Yes.
You lost the set, but it was actually a good set. You know, I felt like looking at that one, even though you guys lost, you know, did that actually shake your confidence at all, or did you still feel like you guys were going to cook up?
We were really confident to fight Shinobi, and I think we are trying to follow up our plan. But the problem is I was supposed to beat Hot Dog, but we actually training each other all the time in Taiwan because we are close.
Oh, so you got to worry about each other in tournaments over there.
Yes, we know each other so well. So it's like, I know he's waiting for entire, so I'm not going to jump.
Yeah.
He's he knows I'm doing something, so he does. So it's big.
It's like a deep mind game and
Yeah.
mix, like a mix and everything.
We
Yeah, I know what
both
you mean.
really nervous, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
As far as, Seth, everyone's playing Seth in the tournament,
Yes.
right? Obviously, you're one of the best Seths here. What, do you not agree?
I try.
Okay,
If I beat everyone, then I would say that.
I didn't say the best, I said one of the best.
Okay.
One of the best. But with that being the case, and there being so many Seths, which are pretty much like the biggest landmine right now in this season of Street Fighter League, have you been doing a lot to coach your team up to make sure they're ready for Seth? Like his mix-ups, what you should do in this matchup against him. Is that a big focal point for you guys?
Of course, because I think America says doesn't using V-Trigger enough.
V-Trigger 2?
Yeah.
Yes, no one uses it.
So.
Well, at least effectively.
You see, me, Oyo King, and Xian, we all using V-Trigger 2.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure Menardi and Smug are ready for it.
Yeah.
So we training a lot.
And do you think 2 is actually better than when I asked Xian about that? I want to know what you think. Do you think 2 is better, or do you think they're just like different styles?
I think V-Trigger 2 has more opportunity and it can handle more situation than 1. 1 is like easy, high damage.
Okay, so that makes a whole lot of sense as far as the V-Trigger. Xian actually had similar thoughts. Hopefully the Seth players out there, hopefully no one else picks Seth up because he saw doing and watch. But for those who do love Seth out there, hopefully you can learn something from that. Okay, so the next team that you're going up against is actually going to be Team NASR.
Yes.
So obviously it's a good thing that you've been helping to prepare your team for Seth, because they actually have Angrybird and he has been on fire. He already has an OCV under his belt. Do you think that you helping out your team with Seth so much is going to help you against them?
I think we know NASR is a very strong team. They all have really strong character. But I think their secondary character is not as good as on the tier list.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they will get a lot of like a ban. That's the good point for us to win the match.
Yeah.
I believe we can 3-0 them.
Oh, I like that. And he stood on the 3-0.
Yes.
Much respect to
Of
my
course.
guy. Much respect to my guy, Gamerb. It's been a pleasure. I hope that you guys go ahead and I shouldn't say I hope that you guys go and win. I'm impartial. But I hope that it's a good match. And please bring that same energy and entertainment value, because I've been loving it and I'm sure the people at home have too. Ladies and gentlemen, Gamerb. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
I love that about Gamerb. Honestly, we actually talked to him after one of the weeks, right? We were like, hey, man, you've been really like on your trash talk game, and it's all like respectful too. It's never like over the top, but man, he's actually like one with this unit. And he's like, it's only every time I come to the States, because we've talked about this before. Like Gamerb is actually one of like the nicest human beings on the planet. And he's like, oh, please, it's only in US when I try to keep up with my fellow competitors in terms of the trash talk game.
And that makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, you got Smug, you got Mena, and it definitely helps their game. As a captain, being smug, I feel like this is all part of team morale. That's what you get together and you roast the other team. You cook you some bad mama jammas. That's what you do. Of course, you still have a ridiculously dominant team in NASR. Angrybird, Bigbird, they went with the Balrog band, of course. I would love to hear what they have to say. Rob TV on the stage with an interview from Samurai.
Samurai, I feel weird even saying Samurai, because, I actually talked to you a good amount. I consider you a friend of mine, my boy Mikey. How you feeling right now, brother?
Good, really good. Excited to be here.
So you might be the #1 player that like I'm most excited to watch here. And of course, there's like a lot of amazing players here, but I feel like you always put on an amazing show here at Street Fighter League. I feel like a big part of that, outside of just how well you play, you level your teammates out so well. Where does that mindset come from? Like, when did you actually start the meditating, keeping your head level like that? When did that start?
It started like a couple years ago. I started to look into, I saw Tokido do meditation, and I wondered, what's the aspect of meditation and Street Fighter, and what can it do to you? And I started looking further into it, and you start to, once you start finding something that works, like meditation, you start finding, looking for things like, how can I better myself outside the game? So I started doing sports psychology. I started doing, looking more into yoga. But yeah, it's great because it's like, it's free. It's like breaking life.
Yeah.
Like, essentially, you're becoming like this person that's better outside the game, and incorporate it into the game already. So it's
You gotta be the deepest dude I ever talked to. My man just used the words breaking life. That's actually OD. Since you have that ability from your training, from your studying, I would imagine that on the flip side, you're also able to see when a player maybe doesn't have as maybe quite as the same level-headedness that you have.
It's a matter of confidence, pretty much. You gauge the person's confidence against yours, and you play how you want to play, and you see it through. And that's it.
So when it comes to so far, obviously this is the best team you've been a part of so far. But even still, you find yourself in a similar situation where you're getting banned left and right, and I wasn't expecting it. Now, this is the thing. Do I think that it's a bad idea to ban you? No. Am I surprised? Yes. I know you the Street Fighter League GOAT, but I didn't know everyone else knew it. How does it feel to be getting your character banned like this?
Well, it's a strategy that Bigbird, the reason why he chose me is because it takes away focus from them. And I was actually surprised myself because I didn't think I would get banned so early, which is okay. I mean, it works out in favor, and sometimes it doesn't. It's okay. But me being a part of this team, I'm doing my part by having a strong main character. And then the next step is just to focus on my secondary and make sure that the team is level-headed and focused, and we're playing as a team.
And as far as your next match, you guys are going to be going up against Team Dynamite. Smug, Mena, and Gamerby, their chemistry is looking great. They're playing amazing right now. How are you guys feeling going into that match? You're both 1-1 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so in this situation, if we're 1-1, we don't really care about the score. We don't really look into, the scoreboard at all. We just want to focus on the match in front of us. Whoever goes first, just focus on the round, and that's it.
And are you confident in you guys' chances against them?
We're very confident.
The ever level-headed GOAT of Street Fighter League, Samurai. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks.
Samurai showing a lot of heart, as always, very reflective in his gameplay. And like I said, still struggling to kind of get his footing here in this season of Street Fighter League. However, I have no doubt in my mind that he can rise to that occasion.
Having someone like Samurai, a veteran into Street Fighter League, is a great addition for them in terms of the strategy and the mentality, right? So, round one. Very curious to see. Oh, look at this skin.
Yo, the NASR Rashid skin.
That is,
that's
the all
broken.
black with the red trim.
Yo,
that
that's
is
broken.
godlike.
Oh my God, that looks so sick. Yo, UIU, I see you. But this NASR one is looking sick too. These outfits, these team outfits, the jerseys on the characters, genius. Look at the pressure. Speaking of genius.
Forward throw in the corner. Yeah, nice contest there from Smug, throwing out that crouch jab.
Ooh! Wait a minute, let me out. Activate, wheel kick to the corner. We know what happens now. Watch for the scoop. Nice wake up stand light kick. Gonna fight back with that spinning mixer out of the corner.
Here comes the V, trigger one. That wall, just so intimidating. You can't press a button, man. You cannot. He tried to throw him before the tornado hit him to nullify that threat and get the side switch.
Oh, I love the tempo of this battle right now. Gets the early crush with that crouching heavy punch.
Is this the most aggressive we've seen Bigbird so far in every week?
Yes. He's playing a little angry. Oh, nice. Stops the cross up. I talked about him being able to change his trajectory in past weeks. He's a tall man, but that corner is not the friend of Smug. Gets a lot of unneeded meter that first game instantly. Bigbird.
Yep, exactly. You gotta watch out for the tornadoes. He's doing it a lot. He's not respecting your reactions.
Like you grabbed him a lot. So if you see him tick one time this game,
yeah, one tick.
If you saw him, just start chimming him.
Yeah, don't worry.
Conflicting reports coming from both of these guys. One say, yo, go in, get more of those throws. The other say, hey, be more patient.
Oh, the whiff punish on deck with the crouch fierce.
There's those throws. The team noticed it.
Another.
Dash is out of the corner. Just encroaching on that space. Rashid known for controlling the neutral. G just the same.
I feel like they made it easier to kind of whiff crouch heavy punch against Rashid, but again, Bigbird, he spaces it out so well that it doesn't even give you a chance to try to go for it, right? If he knows you're hovering outside that range, he's moving forward. He's like, I'm going to take this space away from you.
It's a chess game.
So smart with it. Trigger activation. Let's see Smug's defense. How long can he withstand the storm?
That was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Yo, Smug with the big brain reads. Can't just be any man. Ooh, dash up.
That was dangerous.
That was really dangerous. Holds up to get out of there.
Nice.
Oh, you know,
Nice.
that's the hardest thing sometimes. You see a whiff grab, you want to press a button afterwards. You just got to do it quicker than that.
Yeah.
Quicker than that.
Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
You almost got it.
Stand medium kick, a great range tool. You see the best Rashids use that bad boy, that stand medium kick. Moves him forward a little bit, still great at controlling the range. I love the fact that Bigbird is keeping this mid-screen battle in control. Even in the corner, some of these situations. Dash up once again, interrupts the dash. Bigbird.
Nice interrupt on the V-skill
nice.
there. Smug's time to shine this time. Double dash forward. What's the play? Nice back dash from Bigbird, nullifying any threats of the throws, right?
Catching that low forward. Interrupt on the EX. Nice dash back. That's that cross-up trajectory changing jump in I was talking about.
Yes.
Big meaty, even
Big
bigger
damage.
No worries, no, it's okay.
Next round,
Shock
okay?
him. This battle is about to explode. Let's go. Ooh.
Were you the Capcom generator? The Capcom round generator?
Oh. Yo, the walk back animation on G.
Ooh.
Wow. Big
What a
brain.
reaction.
Mamma Jamma cooking. Reads right here. Oh my gosh, Smug. In control
Don't
of the
get
second
command
game.
grabbed. Don't you sit down and get command grabbed. Don't get wiggity washed. Oh, I told you not to get command grabbed. You had a lot of
No,
frames
it's
to
okay,
sit
it's
down
okay.
on
You
that.
had a lot. Yeah, you had a lot
Started
of frames.
jumping a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Started jumping,
Start dashing more.
started dashing more.
Yeah.
Starting not taking throws.
Started playing. Yeah. So you just don't have to wait a chance to knock him down.
Yeah.
I love listening to these conversations. Speaking of Bigbird, the leader of this team, also kind of in that same position where I want to see exactly what he brings to the Street Fighter League season. And it's not saying it's falling any short, but like Samurai said, the competition is a lot higher here around, you know? You have struggling to get that footing, especially in a team-based format right now, is not unheard of.
Back throw, things could change in an instant. Oh, yes, sir. Good awareness.
But
Viewer versus
Bigbird
other
looking
danger.
ridiculous. He's looking good right now. Full control. Smug in trouble in this corner. Life lead on the final match right here. Oh,
What a back dash, and what a catch there from Bigbird, confirming off of that strong.
Catches him on the legs. Wheel kick. Look at the corner carry. Look at the damage. You need to be careful. This is a situation you have to be really. Oh, tried to hit a button in between there. Gamer B mentioned he did not want to be knocked down, and it seems to be true, but fighting his way back into this round. V-trigger
Nice.
EX gets caught on the way in, and there is Bigbird. Set point coming up here versus Smug.
I think Smug had the right idea. Just if he were able to execute it a little sooner, he would have caught. Bigbird
Yes.
Trying to catch that V-trigger. Oh, another backdash. Oh my gosh, these guys are evading throws like it's nobody's business. The reads on both of these players have been immaculate.
Look at the anti-air callouts right there. Bigbird in control. Neutral jump set up here, and this defense is going to have to be immaculate. This is a serious situation because you make a choice to hold on to that V-trigger instead of spending it on a V reversal. That's a perfect Bigbird getting the first W this week on Street Fighter League versus Team Dynamite. Man, Smug struggling to try to get that back, and just the speed that Rashid plays at in a lot of situations is that's one of the reasons he's a target of a ban. It's one of the reasons you have to be careful of that spacing. You talked about that crouching heavy punch, and you know, they kept trying to like change it after season and season, like, yo, that move's pretty good. And then they're like, it's not about that. It's about the spacing that you said before, right? If Rashid knows that you're backing up just a little bit, that's just more space for him to walk forward, and he loves having that pressure. Stand medium punch, stand medium kick, that whirlwind pressure also adds up. We've seen that throw game come into effect as well. Just very well-rounded Rashid play coming from Bigbird. What I expect. The blind pick shows a little uncertainty on both sides of the game here. It shows a little uncertainty. I mean, I don't blame either one of them. Right now, these guys are getting ready I am just wanting to see what's the next play
I'm so
here.
nervous, Steve. I'm not even up there, and I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious. Like, I want to see what the picks are, and I just want to see the matchups happen, to be honest with you.
There's a lot of characters on the table.
If I'm not mistaken, I saw his record. I mean, we saw him
The
do
Sakura, I
30
swear that was the next. I swear that was the next one coming out of my mouth.
God.
I've
No,
seen. I swear
no
to.
way.
I'm telling you, I've done numerous interviews with Mena. This is not the first time I've seen
It's
this.
not,
Sakura.
yeah, but I did not think this was going to be the choice, to be honest with you.
That's what I meant about having characters on the table. What if he picks a character you're not familiar with, and the Zeku comes out as well?
That's what I'm
exactly
talking
what I was
about.
talking about. The deliberation, right? So also, what if I'm on the opposite team? I'm thinking about this in Zeku since the beginning of the season, Jeremy. I've been like, why is nobody talking about Zeku? This character, and they're good with
That's what Seth does to people. You know what I'm saying? But again, going with that blind pick and going for his tried and true, very big surprise.
Yeah.
honestly,
Nice.
From Angrybird.
I talked about Mena being a specialist, having many characters that he
Ooh,
can pull out.
one
This
more
is
for
exactly
Scott.
the
Oh.
essence that I was talking about. But the game that Zeku likes
The
to play.
interruption! You saw the startup of that roundhouse. Mena RD
Yo, you
was
know
ready
him.
for it. You're dead. Spending the bar. Yes,
You
sir.
know
Getting
him.
to juggle. I'm telling you, man, this character hits like a truck. The damage is great. The stun is ridiculous. And also the corner carry, pretty damn important. Her walk speed is OD too. Her walk speed is actually
I
way
love
up
the fact
there.
that it's a contention with Zeku. And we're running V-Skill 2 Sakura. Pressure. Think about the fact that Zeku is, I feel like, in the same situation that he puts other characters in. You have to worry about the throw range. You have to worry about the walk speed from her as well. And she has big buttons up close that lead to big damage. Here's a back throw.
Oh.
Okay. Dash up once again. Zeku, lot of block stun,
that's
lot of
dead.
damage.
Dead.
And that's the match.
Just, he will keep pressing buttons. He won't stop. He will disrespect you.
Yeah,
That's how he plays.
It doesn't seem like he wants to play the ground game.
He won't.
Yeah, he's gonna try to jump at you a lot.
I think he will try to approach more now because he knows that he cannot block you.
And the thing is that I feel like Sakura puts Zeku in the situation that he puts other characters in. The only difference is it's only one form you have to deal with. That's the difference, I feel like. Young Zeku.
Into game 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
didn't
he's
think that
trying
was
to close
gonna
the
clear.
gap,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
Also hits like a truck in young Zeku form, transferring back. Missed the gram.
Okay. Backing up a little bit, using that fireball to kind of find a way in.
Block low.
Sweep block activation on the side of Mena.
Ooh.
What a chase wall attack to get out of there. The evasion.
Ooh.
The evasion.
That's the biggest weakness with Zeku, I feel like.
All
Being
right,
that close to
V-trigger's
him,
over.
you can't really anti-air as effectively, right?
No, that's definitely true.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
no, he went for it, he believed, but that's fine. You know, he has plenty more rounds to play. Big silent relief from the side of Angrybird, though.
The Sakura pick, I'm
Oh,
still...
the buffer! Mena went right into that crouching heavy
Wake up,
punch.
EX Dragon Punch.
I hate getting hit by those on wake ups.
That's
That's. Oh man!
It's so many hits, man. It ain't even like bop, bop, bop. It's like brah, bop, bop, bop. Like, oh, man.
Oh, great activation
No,
round. Yeah, just poking it out with medium kick. Didn't have to spend any of that V trigger, and that V trigger is very important.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
man!
Oh, took
A
his
lot of
Nice.
impatience.
Oh,
I've never
no.
seen that happen.
Even Samurai was like, nice. He thought he had it.
Look at this pressure.
Look at that
Man,
gray
RD
life.
getting
Oh,
in.
do it again.
What did I say?
Overhead blocked. Oh,
Goes for a raw activation. Still the stun. This could be the
Now
set.
he's in pressure. He's in pressure.
The Sakura pick off the blind pick coming in clutch.
was it Mena who actually initiated the blind pick? I can't even tell anymore. I thought it was Angrybird.
Okay, this isn't over yet, though. I spoke about this Zeku for a reason. One of the
Yes.
strongest characters in the stable of the birds.
Counter hit combo.
Cancel combos, taking away a lot of damage, especially.
Oh, the side switch into the elbow drop. And side switch again. One more throw could do it, or any hit, really.
This is
Checking with the grams. Uh-oh.
Great tech. The sweep makes it with.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh.
Okay, that was nothing left to fear on the side of Angrybird as soon as he saw that V reversal because V-trigger wasn't on the board anymore, right?
No, I just think you should just keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, I think the strategy you playing is correct. Yeah.
Gamer is so sick.
Just like a calculator.
The vote of confidence is like, you're playing the right strategy. Keep doing it.
It's like a teacher. The strategy you're playing is correct. I need that kind of confidence.
The way you're commentating right now, Steve, is absolutely correct. How about that? I mean that.
Oh. Oh, the damage. You too, Mr. Vicious. You too.
Ooh, nice. Let's go.
Side switch. You already know it, but old Zeku, yeah, had to go into Young to apply this pressure. That was so interesting. Okay, so even though he was blocked, crouching, still managed to press a button.
Powered up. Hadouken goes through. Follow up on the combo as well. That V skill too. Look at the damage cash out and steal one more option. Another hit can be dangerous.
Oh,
that's exactly what I was talking about.
That was
This girl is so
That was godlike.
dangerous.
Oh my god.
Do you see the amount of corner carry she possesses with the V skill 2, being able to juggle it into EX uppercut? Oh, the whiff punishing!
But think about that though. That V skill 2 gets so much corner, that means you're going to be stuck there for quite a while. If the offense is too strong, there's activation after the sweep. Angrybird trying to make something happen here. Find his way out of this corner. Oh, the attempted whiff punish right there was beautiful. Back throw. Gonna get, once again, another back throw. One of the main strategy of Zeku, keep him on tilt with those throws. That walk speed keeps you on your toes. Oof, gets the sweep.
And look at that. I'm loving Menard neutralizing the threat of that V trigger coming from Angrybird.
And once again, we're playing back to this neutral game. Only V reversal on the side of Angrybird. Oh my god!
He wasn't going to spend it yet. It wasn't going to kill
him. Medium punch, whip punish. Yo, Mena RD, that was ridiculous.
Oh my god, this is too
That
strong.
was ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yo, Mena. Didn't I say my man had a bag of characters? A bag of characters.
That's a big bag,
A
Steve.
stable.
That is
Hey,
a
all
huge-
on the bottom of his feet. Where'd that come from? Stable of characters. I was just making sure everybody was properly practiced, ready for Street Fighter League. Just, here you go. There you go, Sakura. Sakura, one of my prized characters. Very strong. You won't see her coming. Now, what happens? What happens on the side of Samurai?
What does happen, Steve? You know the fact that Akuma has been banned majority of these times? It's setting a trend. They want to try to dampen the spirits of Samurai.
This is the first time. This is the first time Angrybird has not been the anchor in weeks. This is the first time.
It's true. It's true. All right, so let's think about this, right? Do you think he's going to still go with Kage, or is he going to go Ryu? Because I do like his Ryu. That was his main prior to Akuma coming out. And listen, it's I feel like it needs to come out. It needs to come out, right?
You're saying that if we're at the same skill level, it can go either way. But
I'm good.
Since you have the better skill,
oh my god,
it went from 5-5 to like 10-0. That's what you're saying, huh?
Nah.
Don't lie to me now.
Okay, so I think I have a very good chance versus Bigbird with Sakura. So, Bruce, if you can close this, I think we can win. Yes.
Let's go. Oh, I love it. I love it. You see the team dynamics? I feel like they're in the workhouse. Like, yo, you got it. I got it. They're just passing it back and forth. That's what I like in the team. Oh, that's a good team synergy right there. Perfect team synergy.
Round 1.
Bruh.
All black with the NASR patch. That'd be dope. With the red headband, though.
Okay. Vicious, I see.
You always got to keep the red headband. Belong to Ken.
Right? The homie hooked you up. The Band-Aid that never gets old. You never got to take that off. I mean, maybe in the shower.
It was white before. Now it's all blue.
I love how slow-paced this is going, especially for Samurai, who takes first. Big damage, blood, gets to the corner. One of the things I've touched on earlier in the season.
What a reaction to the tandem engine. Go ahead, Steve.
The fact that Seth has low life, but that is even good. Big damage cash out right here, spinning 1 bar EX, and here comes the throw vortex guess. Nice crouching jab to stop the pressure. Activate.
Yeah, you saw the overhead.
Yo, my man, Samurai
no fear.
said, let me in. Let me. Didn't even wait for you to answer. Just bust down the throw.
He started taking his shoes off before he started going to the door.
Exactly right.
I'm here now.
It's too late. I showed myself in. Air Tatsu.
How often do you see that? How often do you see that air-to-air Tatsu? Why was he so ready for it?
Ground control to Gamerby. You're not clear for landing, bro. You got to calm down. Oof. Low forward once again. Wow, that hurt.
Yikes.
That was a completely different hit sound effect. It was.
Despite seeing the life on the top, right? Just the action of it, the animation, it just looks like it.
Oh, and it corrected.
Oh no, that had to be EX Mad Cradle. That had to be.
Gets another throw. Samurai looking strong. From the dead like the costume, full charge. Don't you stand there. Join me in the graveyard.
And he's still optimizing despite getting the win.
And Mikey, like what I noticed from him, he does with V-skill 1, which you can jump like every time you try to jump on him.
His V-skill 1 spacing is very bad.
Yeah, as well as he does roll heavy spin kicks in neutral, so try to parry that.
This is like a boardroom meeting. It's like they know they can feel the presence of each other on both sides, but you just can't acknowledge it. You can't look at them. Don't give them the power. Never let them see you sweat, like my pops always told me. Look at Samurai, the focus, the breathing. Damn, it's making my breathing better.
The glasses, the hair,
or the lack thereof.
Why you gotta do that?
I thought that was where you was going, man. I thought you guys were brothers in ball. Big jump in.
Was that a reaction or was that a read? Oh, big back roundhouse, finishing it off. One more for stun. Okay,
wow.
Okay. Not
Big
quite
bird.
dead yet.
Let's out a let's go to get the game started.
Oh.
Great backdash. The speed that Samurai plays at is ridiculous. With Ryu, just Karate Man original, dashing back and forth.
If you're Men RD right now in the second seat, or in the hot seat, I should say, what are you thinking about right now, Steve?
I mean, you're thinking about if your Sakura can compete with this. I mean, if you can see how Samurai is playing, he looks so aware. The V skill in the middle, wake up EXDP, he says enough. Gamerby says enough. Gets a chance, spins a little meter, uses the axe kick for the finish. Stand medium kick, great button.
Now is your game to be, how do you control Samurai in this corner? Because he's been so dominant in the neutral. His ground game has been actually ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
He's so smart. He's so smart on a different level. Not overstepping his boundaries here. He understands he's at a deficit, and there's a lot of resources on the side of Seth. However, look at Ryu's bar down below. He's fully stocked. He just needs one solid opening for V-trigger cancel into possibly critical art.
Got to be careful with the jumps. Low forward. Yep, I already knew it was coming. More fireballs going to be on deck right now. That jump in is getting dangerously close to happening, though, and that's why you see Seth hovering around that range.
And there's so much time.
There it is. The jump finally came. Back throw. Gamerby needs to make something happen. This is set point for Samurai. NASR needs this to win.
It's come down to a game of patience, man. Who's got more of it?
Activate. Low forward. No, full charge. A little bit left on that V-trigger. Almost 15 seconds left on the clock. CA available on both sides. Full screen CA is a threat. You better be careful. You can see Gamerby cranking it. That means no more fireballs. 8 seconds left and some meter is spent. 5 seconds on the clock.
Bad cradle.
DP. Life lead going to Gamerby and just letting it run out. Exactly the way you're supposed to play it. A game of attrition. Both of these guys have full resources and we're getting another round. Oh my God.
This is getting intense. Gamerby slowly starting to dissect the strategy of Samurai, cleaning it up as well, not throwing out too many things that have a lot of recovery for Samurai to react and punish.
Ooh, axe kick. I like this. Jump over the fireball, make him second guess the dragon punch, use that axe kick, use that jump light to get the cross up sometimes, make Samurai second guess it. The second guessing Samurai, I've never heard of it.
They strike true, they strike fast. That's the thing. Oh.
I like these jabs. Lots of fake outs right here. Just trying to get him off their trail. Lots of smoke signals, fake moves.
And I like Gamerby not trying to push the agenda of like forcing Mikey or Samurai to the corner, right? He's just playing this middle ground as much as possible to force errors. He's gotten a decent amount of life taken away from Samurai from anti-air and jump-ins, and tried for a jump-in himself, but Samurai wasn't ready for an uppercut. Again, with that third of the axe kick, it's hard to beat. Big buffer, whiff.
Man, like kick V reversal. That's the frustration setting in right there. Medium punch, fireball once again. Life bars looking similar. The numbers say different though. Got to be careful. Those jump ins are about to start coming. Ooh. No more meter on the side of Samurai.
Okay, Gamer successfully brings Samurai to the corner. EX busts out. Watch out for the activation there.
Axe kick.
So smart.
Whiffs in the night.
Dash.
Samurai. Oh no, this is going to be a tough one. I'm not sure he can make this comeback. 6 seconds left.
Just take the throw at this point. Stand your ground. Take the grab.
Samurai.
Nice. Word.
The last Samurai.
Yeah. I think
you thought you had to worry about Akuma? You forgot about the ordinary man. No shoes.
And look. No shoes.
No shoes.
Not in my house. Not in the house of victory.
What?
That's what it inspires me, okay, Vicious? It makes me feel good. Sometimes I want to get creative with the words. I want to get as genius, as masterful with my words as Samurai is with Ryu. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Can you blame me, though?
No, not at all. Not one bit.
It's so good.
You can wait out the V-trigger a lot more and just block low. You can actually reversal in between the low forward fireball on the V-trigger, okay?
Yeah.
And you got me behind you, okay?
No,
Let's go.
Yeah.
I said this battle was about to explode. It was a trapdoor, another explosion. Defuse this bomb. Somebody's got to win, though. Somebody's got to win, though. Yo, the NASR UIU Rashid comes back. Such an odd... Oh. Tries to jump out. Mena RD mentioning he felt very confident earlier after watching Bigbird play Rashid. Great punish. Oh, the shimmy! Stun bars completely switch sides on this point. Plus frames, what are you doing? Try the move after the fireball EX nature from Sakura. This is big damage.
The bar? No, he's just going to go for the hard damage. Of course, there's a lot of scaling behind it.
Yeah, you already got the stun, you know. Save some of that meter for the next interaction so you can get the kill, so you can be assured of the kill. V-trigger 2 activation here from Rashid. There's a jump for the chase. Man, that hit from so far away. Back throw. Bigbird looking back in control right now. Another trigger activation.
This is dangerous. Bigbird can get into chip territory. Oh, the chase down! Mid-RD was completely ready for it.
He should have saved that super.
Yeah, but he's scared.
Yeah, nice.
Big punish on the misplaced EX Eagle Spike.
And you know what's crazy? That move is typically used as an escape tool, right? It's typically used to get away, maybe fake you out and get hit. And if not, typically you're safe. Not in this case, and not when Mena's on the trail. Sniffs it out like, oh, you're going to try to get out of here and hit me? Not today. Back throw. Here comes Bigbird. That stand medium kick.
Yeah, checking to see if Mena wanted to move. Called it right. Forward throw. Now the pressure's on. Here comes Bigbird.
Oh,
so patient. Throwing out the normals precisely at the right time. The throw is tagged. Nice escape from Mena.
Goes for the anti-air and still confirming. Oh my gosh. Look at the footy he's playing in the fireball game. I talked about the big button Sakura had in that Zeku matchup. It works out even better in this matchup versus Rashid.
Dangerous territory here for Mena RD. Close to chip territory, but no fear in his heart. He's moving forward. There's the activation. We might see a chip out. Don't need it. Nice confirm. Very big for Bigbird.
I'm going to tell you something. I think that V-Trigger 1 for Rashid might be a little better in this matchup. Only for controlling that walk speed. You already have projectiles. She has projectiles. You can fight him with that. I feel like the V-Trigger 1 might be the go-to, but this is where we are right now.
One of my biggest concerns is if Mena RD is at the right space, you could probably throw a good amount of EX fireballs or even like a properly charged fireball.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
And it would be up to Bigbird to properly punish it, right? But it depends on if he has meter or not.
Very situational, you know. Activate. Mena RD once again. This character's walk speed and her hit range is so good. Makes you fear for the throw. You try to swing in that range, and that's going to be it. Mena RD!
Don't worry about this game, okay? Next round? Yeah. If you just wait out his V-trigger a lot more, it should be okay.
اسمع عادل. اسمع. V-trigger 1 أيوه.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
We know.
Desk to Bigbird. Come in. Come in, Bigbird. We have some intel.
No, but this is what I was saying, though. You're going to spend resources. I know you were saying, like, hey, you're going to need to be able to get rid of it. My retort was going to be, are you going to spend those resources? Because that's big meter and big damage that you're putting out there to get rid of that V-trigger. And that's a tool used at Rashid for him to get in. Standing medium punch once again. And you can see this range is pivotal. Got to be wary of the dashes, but those buttons from Sakura, she has a lot of great buttons. Look at this. V reversal, and still gets an opportunity to carry.
There's so much time after that.
EX bust out. I got a Dragon Punch too. Might not be a spinning mixer, but it gets the job done. What?
The raw V trigger? The raw palms?
What?
Of Justice? Plus frames, dude. That's, oh my god. We haven't seen that used in that space in a while.
Even the team, look, even the Dynamite team was like, what? Big punish.
We've seen that used in combos in the corner, but like mid-screen as pressure?
I mean, the thing is that V-Skill 2 from Sakura is very punishable. So if you drop an instance in these combos, you're very punishable. You saw it a little bit there. Tries to go for the throw.
I love that palm animation, man. It was so sick. Okay, back to the game. Sorry.
So ready with
the
my god. And another game under the belt of Mena RD. Week 4.
Gamer Beast.
Yeah.
Exclaiming that was free.
He knows him too much. You know him so much.
All right, now you got to just play a Ryu and we get up out of here.
What? I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you. What the? Oh my god. This is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Street Fighter League, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a samurai, you've been waiting for your time to shine. If you're a samurai, you're looking at this like, oh, you thought that it was going, just because you got past Angrybird, who's been strong weeks in and weeks out.
He's nothing.
Because this is the first time
he suck.
He told me that Gamer B, no, this is a dangerous path. Team Dynamite is truly affecting the wholesomeness of Gamer B. He just told Samurai that he sucks. Here we go.
He's not ready for this though.
Not ready for this. You're not ready for this though.
Yo, let's go.
You're not ready for this
though.
You're not ready for this though. Street Fighter League, let's go. Oh my god. What the?
Already off to an aggressive start is Mena RD. Samurai flexing that V skill. Oh yeah. Doesn't have to worry about jump-ins this time. There is no Seth to change the trajectory. You know he's got the uppercuts on deck. We're going to see a lot more of that. Don't take to the skies. Look at the fireball game. The patience. Side switch as well. Check low forward.
Caba, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
Oh, gets the crush. Here comes Mena. Low forward. We've seen what this V-Trigger 2 can do.
You should have oh man, you shouldn't get this man angry.
The samurai?
You cannot. This is Gamer Beast's fault. Uppercut! Get out of here! Get out of here, he exclaims. Samurai says, this is my house. I've been here. Taking a page out of Dual Cameron's book. I've been here. His teammate, he's doing it for his team right now. I've been here before. This is my stage.
Yo, Mena RD though. Mena RD though. The Sakura, definitely a surprise. Definitely has done its work so far in this team battle. Jump ins. And you can see that patience starting to waver a little bit. Life in favor of Mena right now in this Sakura plus frames.
You got to remember though, who's on the other side of that table? It's a former Capcom Cup champion. You got your work cut out for you, Samurai. The overhead, you better check yourself. It's not always down low.
Former champion, he's still the champion. You can't go back and redo the year. That is a Capcom Cup champion.
That's fair, yeah, that's fair. That is fair, yeah.
I love the fireball game. Samurai's fireball game with Ryu is definitely one of his staples. Being able to battle back with it, making sure it's not a factor, is something that will make you the victor if you have to fight Samurai. Look at the life lead. Goes for the overhead. Okay. No, goes for something bigger. Gets the activation. Parry on the V reversal. Big damage on the side of Samurai. This match is not over yet.
Hits him with the dirty boots.
Gets the cross under and the confirmed Mena RD with the reads. Game number 1. Game number 1. Mena RD.
Yeah, he don't know about your Sakura.
Yeah.
He knows the matchup.
He don't know about your Sakura.
Oh my god.
He don't know about your Sakura.
Yes. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
A lot of concern on the side of the teammates of Dynamite.
And that's what you see, right? We talk about the sets, we talk about the Rashids, and then it comes down, your team battle comes down to Sakura Ryu. Oh, great Tatsu. Air Tatsu placement by Samurai, I'm 10 out of 10. I recommend.
Gets the activation, forward throw, check the low. Nice V reversal.
Amazing
Excellent
V
time to do
reversal.
that. He doesn't want to hold all those plus frames, but there's still so many fireballs left in stock.
That V reversal actually knocked down quite a chunk from that V skid, that V trigger. Great punish. Wakes up with buttons. Oh, low forward into EX fireball. Samurai in control right now. About 60% left on that bar. Mena attempting a whiff punish with that stand light kick once again. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
He will try just to dash. Just throw more fireballs.
See, now I can tell you already, Mena RD has done a great job of kind of getting rid of the fireball game, and this is making him play a lot more up close. Thing is, Samurai's not spinning any of the
he still ran into it.
He's not using those EX fireballs. Mena RD spending meter to keep the advantage and is working out. Life lead still in favor of Sakura right now. Oof, EX, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Use the EX fireball, get the knockdown, push out of the corner. Samurai fighting back right now. Anti-air trades.
Here comes the activation. This is where it gets really dangerous, and great awareness from Samurai to nullify it with that V reversal. Does not want to be in that threat. Throwing more fireballs, deterring Mena's advance. Oh my god, hold this real quick. And he was ready for it. No big exchanges though.
Look at Samurai's patience kicking in. Not enough. Big jump in. Mena RD with the damage. Corner carry positioning, and that's going to be the round. Set point coming up for Dynamite on the side of Mena RD in the Sakura versus Samurai. It's kicked in. Good fireball. Stand medium kick. I love the footsies being played right now.
Oh my god, counter hit. You saw that. That's hefty damage.
Oh, good bait out. That's going to be big damage and the stun.
Okay, you're living. You're living. Watch out for that EX bar.
Nice, let's go.
Waited. I like that. I like that a lot.
It felt like a lifetime he waited.
This round, like, he's scared of you. He will try to dash a lot and jump. Like, be careful of that. These two things, be careful of them.
In the first
I think he's using more V reversal now.
Yes.
So you can bait it, I
Yep.
guess.
That the teams are saying the exact same thing. He says, hey man, he's gonna dash. He's gonna dash. And you go to the opposing team saying like, hey look, you should dash more.
That's actually ridiculous. Again, yeah, gets away with the dash this time. That's gonna be a huge signal for
Gonna
Samurai.
dash more. He says that. They said, hey, he's going to dash and jump. Be wary of these two things.
Let's go.
That's what Angrybird said. Dash and jump. Starts off the game, Mena RD, successful with the dashes.
My god, just what, 2 sequences?
It's alright, sorry.
Samurai already has a hefty life lead. Trigger on deck for both players. Yes, sir.
V reversal. That's
Nice,
so
let's go,
good.
let's go.
And Gamer B said he's going to do more V reversals. The knockdowns are perfect. Two things.
The dash and the jumping. Reiterated by teammate Angrybird. Be aware of that. There's one jump and the side switch. Sensing the fear already, Bigbird is saying, you know what, keep playing your game. He is scared. He's bound to do those 2 things once again.
Is
Checking with the
Mena
roundhouse.
able to close this out, put the team on his back, though?
Nice.
She's just a simple arcade operator with the heart of a
Uppercut!
champion.
You had to see it coming if you were Samurai again. There's only 2 things on his mind.
2 things. Ooh, big damage. V reversal, I like it. It also gets rid of that V trigger.
100%.
Look at what it does. V trigger's just gone now. So now you have to fight it out. Gets the hit with the medium punch. One more hit.
Do it, by the way.
Guess for your life. Throw it
Don't
in.
worry about it.
Final round here between these two. Can Mena clutch it out? Can Samurai clutch it out? Who is it going to be? Dynamite and NASR. Let's go.
Got the final round. Big jump in. Punishing that EX fireball. Well calculated from Samurai. Chasing him down. Smelling blood already.
Oof.
Big roundhouse. It's still not going to deter him. Big roundhouse back from Samurai.
Button choices here. Walking into fireballs. That's how you know you're playing Street Fighter. Big jump in.
Don't worry about it.
And activation on the table. Forward throw.
Not quite yet.
EX fireball. Big V. Calls it out. The V reversal this time. Another one. A big chunk of that V trigger already gone. Walks under and confirms the combo. Mena RD. Lots of meter on the side of Samurai. Will he spend it?
He tried to.
Oh my gosh! Wake up, EXDP, the bust out.
Oh my god.
The shimmy!
To seal the deal.
Oh my god! The shimmy!
For
Godlike.
Team
Are you
Dynamite.
killing me? The shimmy is what's killing me.
Damn.
I said this before we even got here, that
I feel
Mena
so
RD
horrible.
has a bag
I feel
of
so terrible
characters.
about myself.
My man went shopping and came back with multiple characters and got himself a victory on the side of Team Dynamite, putting the team on his back. He put DR on his back, and now he puts the Dynamite on the back. Let's go, man, let's go. Mena RD. I've said this a lot, man. It is not going to be easy to rise to the occasion, put your team on the back, especially versus Angrybird, Bigbird, and Samurai. Mena RD was the one who did it.
And imagine all of that coming from the side of NASR, right? Telling them, you got to be careful of it. There were still certain things that Mena got away with. He was doing so much to distract Samurai away from those two things and go back into it, right? He got a couple of jump-ins. He got those dashes in to close the gap. One of the things I really wanted to see is when Samurai was actually going to stop using those V reversals, because Mena RD was baiting him pretty well that game, or towards the end of that set.
Oh, yeah, that was actually perfect.
I need to know about the decision making throughout the entirety of this match, right? The strategy coming from Mena RD, and I do believe Rob TV is standing by with Mena from Team Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the former Capcom Cup champion and the guy who just OCV'd one of the best teams here, my guy, Mena RD. How are you feeling right now, bro?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, finally being back in tournaments offline and just, trying out the new Sakura. I'm liking this. I'm liking it, especially for my team. Like, I know Smug feeling himself, so yeah. I'm happy.
Bro, that was beautiful. I mean, when Smug went down, GamerB went down, in that spot, what's going through your mind? Like, are you like, yo, I'm definitely going to close this out anyway, or what? Is your confidence high? How are you feeling?
Being honest, I thought I was going to win.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't think any of them were going to beat me, honestly.
I mean, but if I'm not mistaken, were you not down 0-2 against Takedo in grand finals of Capcom Cup and then brought it back all the way?
I like losing. Like, when I'm losing, I know they're feeling himself.
Yeah.
So I like that.
And then, I mean, the thing is, I think a lot of people might not realize the significance of how important this stuff is to your life. I mean, can you show the people the tattoo? My man has it. Can you hold that up for us real quick? How many people have it actually tattooed on their body? And then he comes here to Street Fighter League and puts in work. One last thing I want to ask you, that last set with Samurai, even with him using Ryu, did you know it's not going to be an easy match?
Yeah, that match is not good for Sakura. That's all I gotta say. But I want to say something about the tattoo.
Okay.
Like, it's not only the ink that's running through my veins, but it's Street Fighter, and people gotta respect that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I hope they understand that.
Hey, big respect, bro. And one last thing I want to ask. I saw GamerB. He actually said, he was like, Samurai sucks. Y'all were talking trash to each other. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure GamerB said Samurai sucks during it, just talking trash and back and forth. Like, I heard Angrybird was saying, like, going into that last game, I know you couldn't hear it, but Angrybird was telling Samurai, Mena's gonna go ham. It's the last game. He's gonna be too nervous, so on and so forth. In that last spot, like, do you know that a lot of people think that you're gonna be extremely aggressive towards the end? And do you make adaptations because of that?
Yeah, but even if I do go ham, it's hard for him too. He doesn't have his main character, and he's the last one remaining. Like, he wasn't checking the dashes, he was teching, and I knew that Smug told me to, so yeah, I can abuse that too.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, spoken like a true champ, my guy, Mena RD. That was OD, bro. That was sick.
That's the kind of commitment I like to see, right? Having that tattoo, making sure, you know what, like, I'm here, like, I'm doing this for a reason. This is what I do. This is my passion. And seeing him do that on this stage, being as solid of a competitor as he is, big ups to Mena RD for pulling this victory out for Team Dynamite. Absolutely insane of a set. It's ridiculous.
Definitely put the team on his back right there. I can't believe how intense. I mean, I believe it, but I still can't. My body is still in shock about how exciting that last team battle was. And it's only week 4 of Street Fighter League Season 3.
Week 4!
Week 4! Oh my God, it's week 4? But believe it or not, that was only the first team battle we have here for this week. We're going to take a quick break, but once we return, we have Psycho Shinobi going up against All In. Week 4 Street Fighter League Season 3 continues right after this. Season 3 Street Fighter League continues. We just had a ridiculous team battle between Dynamite and NASR. It continues here. We have Psycho Shinobi going up against Team All In, and the bans have been selected. All In's going to take out Guile from the equation. Psycho Shinobi's going to ban G. What do you feel like, Mr. Vicious, this does for the matchup?
Okay, well, we obviously see that Psycho Shinobi is aiming after 801 Strider, and then All In is aiming after Caba. We do want to mention the orders as well with Psycho Shinobi. I believe they're putting up Xian, Caba, and then Hot Dog 29. On the side of All In, it's 801 Strider, SKZ, and then iDom in the anchor seat. You see that the captains are both in the anchor seat this time around. Now, I'm actually very curious to see how iDom has prepped himself for this week of play. Again, in previous interviews, he's like, you know what, I just came here to play. But at the same time, you know there's some sort of strategy cooking up. I wonder if Rob TV can actually get that out of iDom. Well, we'll see with this interview between the two.
One of the most beloved players in the Street Fighter community, the Capcom Cup champion, iDom. How you feeling, Brody?
Good.
You're so damn cool. It's the shoulder that did it for me too. He said, I'm good. So speaking of Capcom Cup, how has your life actually changed since then?
I mean, I've been chilling. I mean, honestly, it hasn't changed much. I've been, because COVID and everything, I haven't even like really used the money. I've been saving it.
So have you made at least, come on bro, give us something. Have you made at least one big purchase? What's the most substantial purchase you made?
Probably Taco Bell, I don't know. that's like the first thing. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Okay, so no like car or anything like that yet. Just
no, chilling.
All right, cool. Smart man. You guys picked up SKZ.
Yeah.
How is that pick working out for you guys so far?
It's been great. I mean, honestly, picking him up, I was like, he might be nervous. That was honestly the main thing I was worried about.
I thought he might be too, actually.
Coming in, I was like, he might be nervous, but honestly, he's playing great, and like. I feel like him playing, like when we were discussing everything, he sounded confident because honestly, he wanted to play against Pump. So he sounded confident, so we're riding his confidence.
Bro, do you think that people are going to keep on not banning him pretty much because they have Seth too?
Yes, of course. No one's banning Seth.
So as far as the ban stuff in general, like as a whole, you actually have your Laura this season. I mean, but we've already seen with your poison, like, you know, I don't think you can be banned.
Probably, I play both of them, but it's really matchup dependent. And it's like, if somebody has a good matchup versus Laura or something, more people would probably prefer to ban poison. I think it's just matchups.
Even if you're just as good with both of them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I also wonder when it comes to those clutch situations with you, man. Like, I mean, it's hard to call it a complete comeback because you're only down 0-1 to Angrybird. But generally speaking, you're so calm in those spots. You perform so well. What's like in a more in-depth way? I know a couple weeks ago I asked you about it in the post-game interview. But now that we have a little bit more time, like, why are you so good in those clutch spots?
I don't let like nerves get to me because some people get nervous and like the more they play, it's like, oh man, what is he doing? Hands start shaking, and honestly, I just remain calm. It's just take a deep breath. It's like I don't have a gun to my head. I'm playing Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. So today you guys are actually going to be going up against Team Psycho Shinobi. How are you feeling about that matchup?
Yeah, the thing with Psycho Shinobi, SKZ, I know he plays with Xian a lot, so that's like good intel, good information, so he can give us like a lot of perspectives on how he plays, tendencies, so we can use that to an advantage. And I think me and Strider, honestly, we play like two underrepresented characters in Laura and G because G's not too popular outside of America, and no one played Laura, she sucks.
Yeah. You know, one more thing on that, when you bring up the lore thing, I feel like no one in the world, like, and as far as even here at Street Fighter League, you're the one player that no one can prepare for. Because for almost every other character, there's like 5 amazing players, you know. For you, it's like you're way up here and the next best Laura is levels below. Do you think that works to your advantage too?
Yeah, I mean, nobody can really practice for her except if you play me, I guess. But there's other great lore players out there. I'm not trying to like put myself on a pedestal above everyone else.
I understand.
Yeah, but
well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the Capcom Cup champion himself, iDom.
Ice in his veins, man. I feel like since I've been watching iDom, there hasn't been a single sense of emotion or any shown emotions other than Capcom Cup when he won. That was the most ecstatic I've seen him ever. Like, I've never seen him disappointed. I've never seen him happy. When he smiles at me, I fear for my life a little bit. He's like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have seen that, you know? But no, all jokes aside, this guy is a stone cold killer in the world of Street Fighter V, and aptly named so because he is the current Capcom Cup champion.
Yeah, iDom is definitely one of the strongest weapons we have here. Personally, I believe having him on every time when we say the team like line up for all in, I'm like, bro, that team is broken. I'm like, that team is actually broken. Every time I look at it, SKZ being right there in the middle, once again, I feel like it's something you really need to think about. I feel like the only difference is having somebody like Xian in first as your player to go first is one of the ultimate, thermometers. It's like, what's this matchup going to be like? What's this team battle going to consist of? Throw Xian into the equation. He can tell you exactly what you need. He's very diplomatic in that way. He knows how to break down situations. I've seen him do this many a time before. He is a person that's used to this big stage. I would love to hear what Xian has to say. Rob TV has some words. You guys take a listen.
So I am here with one of the coolest players, obviously one of the most iconic hairstyles and some of the most iconic matches in Street Fighter history. Xian, how you feeling, bro?
I felt kind of a pity because I really want to play Pang. I've lost to him like many times in tournament. I don't think I never won once before against him.
Really?
Yes. So I was kind of looking forward to play him, but I still didn't make it.
Well, I actually found it interesting. Actually, just going back from the beginning, a lot of us know you in Street Fighter V for playing Ibuki, one of the most amazing Ibuki players, super entertaining to watch. Obviously very effective, but here so far, even when you've had the option to choose, you've gone with Seth. What's making you go with Seth instead of Ibuki? And it's working out very well too.
I think that Seth just happened to have good matchups against the players we played so far.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of Seth in America. Both ways, it just works out pretty well. And maybe there's a strategy to make people start banning me.
Yeah.
I do hope that will come true in one of the episodes.
So let me in on the sauce when it comes to V-Trigger 2. Going with V-Trigger 2 instead of V-Trigger 1. Over here on the West, a lot of us think that it's insane when someone doesn't go with V-Trigger 1. The damage is ridiculous. You get the better super. But you, Gamer B, Oil King a bit, you actually been using V-Trigger 2 and making it look extremely good. Why are you actually going with that?
I think a lot of people underestimate V-Trigger 2 because I think it's just a different play style and something different. It feels like a lot of people think V-Trigger 2 is really bad, but I just think it's just a choice of mayonnaise and ketchup. It's both kind of good, but it's more difficult to play V-Trigger 2, so people just jump into conclusion and everyone just follow the flow. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. So when you guys went up against Team Alpha 3, I feel like you had it's not like you guys got cooked or anything like that. It was a good, you actually beat Nephew's Colleen with Seth and everything. You ended up running up against Punk. He was able to get you at the end. So you guys had, a bit of a tough outing, if you really want to call it that, because you had a loss against Team Alpha 3. But obviously you guys were just riding extremely high when you went up against Team Dynamite. Does this loss really shake your confidence whatsoever, or do you look at it as, hey, it's one game early in the season? How do you feel about that set? And what do you think you guys could have done differently?
I think it's actually okay to go 1-1 because Pang is actually one of the very strong team along with Nephew and CJ. I felt that he has a very strong team as well, so it's actually not so bad to go 1-1 at this point. We are kind of more worried about next few teams.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is still a very good start for us, I think.
So we talked about the Alpha 3 match, which is one of the most fearsome competitors that you guys are gonna have to go against. But it's not like you're gonna have any type of let up in your next match, because you're gonna be going up against Team All In, who's headed by the Capcom Cup champion in iDom.
If I have a choice, like I would definitely want to choose to play iDom because like I've actually never played against iDom through the last Street Fighter 5, like last 4 years. Not even one, like casual or tournament. It just like happened to be, I would lose before the next match. I gotta play him or something, or he would lose. Like there's never a chance. It's not even a single match. So
casuals, money match,
nothing, like nothing at all. So I really want to play to see like he's the only competitor, like pro player I've not played a single match.
Yeah. So. Okay, well, hopefully that happens. Maybe you guys can make some type of gentleman's agreement where you say, hey, both of us are going to go first. Who's to say? That would be dope to see. But either way, I'm looking forward to that match overall, and it's a pleasure talking to you.
Xian is a good person. He's a good player. He knows exactly how to take advantage of characters. One of the reasons his Seth is so strong.
Yes.
I can tell you right now, personally, I feel like he has one of, if not the best Seth here. We've got a handful. We got a little basket of them.
Sure.
But Xian may be the owner of the best Seth we've seen here so far. Urien, in the hands of 801 Strider, on the other hand, has definitely scared a lot of people, right? It's just Urien, man. Shout out to my boy Tommy Two Steps.
I wonder
if
he was the influence to why Gustavo picked up Urien, right? Maybe he was super impressed.
You never know. I can tell you right now, though, that 801 Strider can definitely find those holes and take advantage of a lot of the people that he plays. One of the reasons is G is so strong. He had a Laura back in the day. Also, I'm thinking that we might have seen a Lucia from him. I've seen him touch on a little bit.
Yes.
I was thinking that was also an option. Sticking to the Urien, not a bad choice. I want to see what the options are going to be versus Seth as we get into this battle.
I really dig like the old version of Seth, like the classic costume, because it's like, you know, the midsection is like, it's like corruption kind of thing. It doesn't match fully. I think that's pretty cool.
That's actually sick.
Ooh, ran into the Cyclone kick, excuse me, spin kick. Cyclone disasters and V-trigger. Oh, big counter hit. Twin fag finisher. Nice.
Oof, headbutt to get out.
Oh.
One of the things we've seen 801 Strider use in the earlier weeks of Street Fighter League, and still holding his ground very well versus Xian. This corner, this is a very tense situation.
You know, we were talking about Xian, how his counter hit conversions. Wait, hold the phone real quick. We'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, yeah, deterring the threat completely from that V-trigger, letting his own rip with the mix-ups. Yes, plus frames.
He's waiting for you to activate the V-trigger first before going for his own shit.
This guy, Xian, has some of the best counter hit conversions into Twin Fang that we've seen thus far in the league. This guy knows exactly how to make the most out of every hit.
I love changing up the jump ins, axe kick, sometimes that jump heavy kick, which definitely has a weird angle coming from Seth. Oh, I thought the axe kick was going to win.
I thought so too.
Okay, confirm on the crouch. Using the EX on top. Yep.
Stun is imminent. One more touch, and you know it's the shimmy. It has to be.
Okay, nothing I need to say. You got it perfectly.
I think he's like nervous because he's either nervous or he's not sure, like, you know, like Urien offense that well, so he's teching a lot.
Okay.
iDom dropping some words of wisdom to 801 Strider.
I rarely get to hear him speak. I didn't know that was his voice. I thought that was SKZ.
I mean, I could be wrong. Now that you say that, you got me thinking about it.
It was Caba.
Nice punish.
Ooh.
Oof.
A little exchange of normals here.
Okay.
They're trying to talk to each other right now. Here comes 801 Strider, the interruption, the counter hit. Twin Fang into V-Skill 2. Bring him to the corner with that damage.
Yeah, it's more about that carry. Get you to the corner. Decent damage. Hits a button after the EX Violent knee drop. Just raw
setup
trigger.
time. Bring him closer. Yeah.
Yo, back to the corner you go.
That's
walking
unfair.
the Urien.
That is unfair. That was all orb right there. Just being able to close that much space because of that threat.
I love the patience from 801 Strider. This is a good, favorable situation to be in because you have the life lead, you got the trigger activation. Even though it was on block, you're still second guessing with that mirror on top of you.
Do you see the normals just to kind of make sure Xian doesn't react to that dash up? I like that play. It's so subtle, but it's the small things, right?
It's definitely true. Especially with the crouch jab, crouch and medium punch that Xian's been using is definitely working out.
Okay, that could have been a big opportunity to get the option select.
Nice.
I gotta steal that ender, by the way. That's nice.
That was really good. The V-Skill 2 DP ender in the corner.
Oh.
Looks like it definitely gives better Oki.
So we mentioned this before. One of the things about... Oh, yeah,
Great
V-reversal.
V-reversal. Man, I thought it was still going to be there for a second. Forward throw. Xian getting his offense back at this point. Raw EX tackle, one of the many tools of Yuri.
Nice.
Interrupt.
The counter
EX.
Oh yeah, 皮套会反馈. You make him reversal is a good choice as well.
That V-reversal, very well placed though. Definitely extended the round a little bit. Gave 801 Strider a better chance in converting this this set. Turning it around
Nice.
once again. Just stopping that walking forward with that crouching medium kick from Set.
Oh! Violent knee drop, slowly making his way out the corner. No side switch, just a regular throw.
Nice.
Mad
Wow.
cradle anti-air.
Crouching medium punch not working out for Yuri.
And that was the biggest threat we were talking about, right? That axe kick. You know, you have to hold down the charge first in order to try to anti-air it with the headbutts, but Gustavo not having enough time, so he's opting to go for medium punch a lot, or crouch medium punch, I should say. And it's not working out too well. Again, getting clipped by the axe kick.
Oh. I love the back and forth that we're getting from Seth right now and Xian. Great block on the empty jump low. Defense looking really sharp from 801 Strider.
But for how long, Steve? Look at that gray life all gone.
This could change if the mirror activation is on point, but the
Wow.
Nice.
That could have been it for 801 Strider. That could have been his game.
That definitely could have been a game on the board. Once again, that's what happens, man. Sometimes you have to switch, pivot to those secondaries, and if they're not as sharp as that main, or just even not sharp enough, you can be in a bad situation where drops like that can cost you a match, and unfortunately, that's going to take them out of the lineup here for Team All In. You got SKZ coming up for the follow-up.
And we saw this matchup not too long ago, literally in the previous battle, right? We had Gamer B go up against XSK Samurai. No XSK anymore, just Samurai.
Yeah.
I'm so used to saying it still sometimes.
Ditto.
We've seen the kind of problems that this matchup presents towards Ryu, right? Does have the capability to anti-air effectively. It's just, again, with a character like Seth being able to change the trajectory so well and nullify the fireball game just like that with V-Skill 1 is really a problem for Ryu.
Yeah, that fireball game, just stole it and used it against it in the neutral on top of that.
The disrespect.
Samurai, one of those players that you see, you kind of like innovated Ryu here. So seeing Caba, and even the team knows, Psycho Shinobi knows that Kaba's a contender no matter what. Still holding down the ground in the footsie as well. I mean,
he still pressed the button.
Lucky.
Gotta be careful these jump ins. Tries to use EX Fireball. Gets the big jump in. Crouching medium punch, walking Caba to the corner.
I like that too, the micro step forward. Oh yeah, checking on the jump afterwards. Here comes SKZ, one more. Nice and easy. He was looking for the activation. Caba was.
Play your style, don't worry.
And you know what,
Don't worry.
SKZ,
Play your
nice
style.
and easy. Little toe taps, crouching light kick.
What that does is if they, whiff a button, sometimes if it's like a heavier button, you catch the recovery of it and just get the kill.
Oh, he got it like before it even came out, unfortunately for Caba. That was, again, just like the right range and the right read too, because he knew Caba was going for the activation. Oh, double axe! There's two of them. Duck your head.
Oof, gets the sweep. I love the patience on the side of Caba at this point. Just getting slightly out of range of the threat of that axe kick. And that's the only thing about like Ryu, right? Oh, forward throw. Once again, this situation not favorable. It's just, oh, no, you cannot see. And that's the thing.
The X-Bat Cradle, not enough.
It's okay. Play your own style. You are too scary right now. You don't worry. Don't have to worry. Even you lose, we can win. Me and Xian will win. So play your style. Don't scare. You can win this. You played many games of this. You play many games.
Round one. Fight.
But yeah, Hot Dog playing the encouragement card, right? You got to play your game, Caba. This is your stage right now. You play this game a bunch of times. You've played this matchup. You're used to it by now. And even if you do happen to falter, you still got us. We got your back.
I love
Nice.
the pressure, the
Let's
medium
go.
punches. And that confidence working out. Seems like a little more a little more offense on the side of Caba. Gets thrown into the corner, that twin fang.
Ooh, twin fang into the V skill, I like it. And in the corner too, you get yourself a nice Oki set.
Okay,
Nice.
stand light kick. And just takes the ground, doesn't use any of that V trigger. Nice fireball game picking up for Caba. CA on
Nice.
the table,
Let's
the
go,
low
Caba.
forward, and it
Go, go,
seems
go.
like these words of
Go, go.
encouragement from Hot
Go,
Dog
go.
has lit a fire under Caba.
That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. More W's on the board for the side of Caba. But here comes SKZ.
Oh, I love the escape option. We saw shades of that samurai coming through right
Nice.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, what a call out using the parry. No more of that vortex kick. Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay.
Double dash forward, check,
Ooh.
EX uppercut.
I like the switch up right there. Looking
Playing
for
with
the
your
V
heart.
skill. He was looking for the V skill right there. Ate the dragon punch because of it. If he would have parried that, I would have lost it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, be careful. And I feel like just wasting those fireballs at that range, that was a bait, I feel like. Just wanted you to get rid of some of that V-trigger and as well as
boy.
hop a fireball and get the hit.
No problem.
I think that's fine from that range because, again, you're throwing out those fireballs. That meter is just going to stay intact.
Yeah.
This time around, that's a significant change with Ryu. It's just that, like, you know,
Oh.
you get to keep it as much as possible this time around, right? So at that range, he was fine. There was no threat of
okay.
V-skill, and if the jumping were to occur, it wouldn't reach him in time for the punish.
See, I'm thinking that jump in was close enough. Especially with that jump in heavy kick from Seth, so. Excuse me.
Looking for the activation, probably not quite yet.
the uptake.
SKZ is ready for it.
Backdash,
Twin
that
fang.
might sell the end of Caba right now. Gets around on the board. No.
Oh, he had to insure it.
okay.
I like
No
that. I'd
problem.
like to
It's
claim
okay. It's
insurance,
okay.
please.
Sometimes you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't want to have to take the guess of this not killing. They're going to wake up with V-trigger in a lot of these instances. Why not reset them before that, make them guess for their lives on the throw, and leave it there?
I think that's very smart, too. Crouching jab into EX Mad Cradle, it would have been unsure whether or not it would have been enough to kill due to the scaling. So, again, using that throw to throw off Caba was a very, very smart choice.
I will say this, though. Caba in the second half of the season is going to be a problem. You are going to have Caba full-powered in the second half of the season. Good luck, guys. Once again, you have to apply that logic in Street Fighter League. You're not going to be able to continue to target the same player every time. And Psycho Shinobi is in a good position because they have two ridiculously strong players, and they're still not targeting Xian at this point. This means this is your time to get as many victories as possible, overload it going into the second half of the season, have high hopes for the playoffs. That's exactly the process.
Honestly, again, like when we're thinking long term here, when we're thinking about the second time around when these guys face off, do you want to ban Xian, or would you want to ban? You would want to ban Hot Dog, right? Because
That's
Xian's
the whole-
Ibuki is pretty ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who do you aim for? At
I'm going
Because
for Hot Dog 100%. So absolutely excited to see how this pans out with, I believe, Hot Dog gearing up to play against iDom. This is, again, captain on captain. It's going to be Hot Dog rocking the Bison. iDom, it's still kind of iffy, right? He's shown
Dog.
both of his characters at, like, max
iDom.
capacity. Here we go. Laura, Bison, that's what's on the line here between iDom and Hot Dog.
Oh, big jump in. Overhead. Good pressure in this corner. Hot Dog not really getting anything started. Early stun from the Sunset Wheel.
Thunderclap, hey. Bring him down.
I'll be leggy. That's fine. I just said.
Going to the second round. You know, one of the things we've seen and noticed about iDom is when he gets rolling, it's so much harder to stop that momentum.
Psycho Axe pressure. This is the first time now we get
Ooh,
to see
the
Hot Dog
shimmy.
play, but you shimmy once and iDom really makes it hurt. And I really mean that. He just takes away everything from you. Look at your life in the stun. Hot Dog finally firing back with the EX Scissor Kick finisher. Back throw, what's the answer here? Activation off the slide. Make it safe.
But one of the things that iDom talked about in this interview is how he's not feeling pressured in all these situations. He said it for weeks. These situations for him are not as bad. That means keeping your wits about you. Now, I can't say it erases all nerves, but just having
From downtown,
them,
the Psycho Crusher.
I don't blame him. Get in, because the cross-up on that corner, you're going to make the guess. I wouldn't do it. Full screen Psycho Crusher, 1 round apiece in his first game.
He gave that false hope of playing the life lead game, and as soon as iDom decided to move forward, destroyed him from downtown.
Oh, nice EX scissors in the neutral, gets the hit, and forward throw. Hot Dog 29 in control. Oh, that jump in almost found its mark again. iDom in serious trouble, about 50% gone. Gray Life recovering back. Full life bar on the side of Hot Dog 29 and Bison.
Full swing and momentum as well on the side of Hot Dog, right? We saw that offense in the second round, and going back to that passive game, he switches play styles on and off so easily. I think it's starting to get to iDom a little bit. He's still trying to dissect the information, or I guess like digest the information, I should say.
Raw activation, starting to use that movement to get in, and I feel like proper usage gets you
What
so
is
many
going
options.
on?
What a series, and stun is on the table already. Overhead hits again. iDomination! Oh my God, I thought he was gonna grab it. And look at the switch. And look at the switch. He says, oh, Hot Dog, you want to get passive? Let me take it up a notch. Let me go up to the next level of iDom, just in case you thought it was a fluke. You see my outfit? You know I designed it because I'm a Capcom champion. Go to the next match.
I think that'll frame trap me, though.
Out of EX command grab?
Oh, not EX command grab. I don't like spending my meter in this matchup because I feel like anytime.
Yeah, just do your thing, man.
I think what we really should analyze is the fact that in this iDom created outfit, her movement in the Tims is actually phenomenal. I feel like any regular person would have broke their ankles.
But once the Air Force Ones come on, then you know you're in danger.
Nah, man, that's the East Coast thing, man. I once saw a guy in New York hooping in some Tims, man. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Back to the match.
I'm going to look it up later. Here we go. Hot Dog again with the life lead, playing more the neutral game to kind of see how iDom's going to approach. Yeah, backs away after. Nice buffer there into the Cycle Flame. The Flame.
I love some of these options. Thought we were going to see a V reversal there. There it is. And the thing is that's really hurting Hot Dog is the fact that he's V-reversing. He's getting not access to that trigger, the pressure that you're using, and iDom can pick out a lot of the holes. Now, right there could have been a V-trigger activation, but nothing doing, and this is going to give iDom another chance. Escapes the corner, almost gets the confirm on the medium punch. Hot Dog fighting back, lets him charge. There's the throw.
Another V-reversal, great escape.
Scoop, not dead. You got it. You got another choice. Regular throw can kill, and the button, the medium punch to close out this second game, first round. iDom is just all over Hot Dog right now.
The clutch factor on iDom is absolutely insane. This man has almost 0 life left, and he's still going forward. Near death, and he's going to keep going on this journey. He's just trying to play games.
Good patience once again. Oh, Psycho Axe from downtown, from the free throw line. Oof.
Anti-air, yeah,
Crush.
I like that. Oh, we caught him mid-air. Even better for iDom, honestly.
Okay, here we go. Now, this is the situation where Hot Dog's going to have to be pivotal. It's going to be a choice between V-reversal if iDom gets this going, as well as V-trigger. But Hot Dog has a confident life lead. Gets out of the range of the sweep, and you see Hot Dog backing up again. Charging that spark bolt. A lot's trigger left. Look at that movement. Oh, interrupt.
What an interruption there. Hot Dog with the shimmy of his own. And that's so hard to tell, too. Even though Bison has a slow walk speed, his normal's pushing forward very far, right? So great work around there from Hot Dog. Not having to worry about the movement, letting his normal speak for itself.
Oh, scissors from downtown. Uh-oh, the jump light gets the cross-up.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Oh, he shot the J for sure.
Gets the crush. Scissors. Once again, just the jab. The minute Hot Dog tries to walk up, goes for the overhead mix throw this time around. Back one at that, and here comes the control.
Oh, big punish.
Let's go. Beautiful. Honestly, it came down to that roundhouse. Like, the first match he teched a lot, so he's getting that read. Yeah, I mean, mix it up between jab and backdash.
Gustavo making a very good point right there, pointing out that you want to be careful.
Ooh.
Teching versus Bison. That crush counter heavy kick coming from Bison definitely changed the momentum from Hot Dog. Ooh, standing heavy punch and the buffer as well. Not prepared for the anti-air. The air-to-air, excuse me. Here comes iDom starting up that offense. Still fighting in the middle of the stage. Not a lot of meter after that EX orb usage.
Oh boy, that shimmy. Exactly what 801 Strider advised against. You got to watch out for those shimmy attempts.
Yes!
Again!
Nice.
That's the third time in a row! Again, 801 Strider reminding iDom, watch your techs. That's how you've been getting opened up majority of these rounds so far. Hot Dog taking advantage of that fully. He's not going to change his strategy up until iDom finds an answer to it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hot Dog, big crush from a distance. That Psycho Axe in the corner where he's been really successful opening up iDom. Standing roundhouse. Here comes iDom. Gets big damage out of the corner. Confirm on the crouching jab, on the standing jab, on the crouching Bison. Sunset wheel, that's
Not
almost
enough.
a stun. Backdash. Stays in the corner, V reversal. iDom trying to find this big close out. Gets the stun. This could be the round, and we're going into a final
No,
node.
I think might have messed up on the sequence. It's okay. Sunset wheel finishes the job, gets a little bit of extra off the top. You got to get that cut to the manager, right? The 10% fee.
Final game coming up here.
10's kind of low. I would say 15. Especially for a round finisher. We'll say 15.
EX this time goes right through the Psycho Axe. Uh-oh, EX
Sunset
shoulder.
wheel. Build him a bicycle. All right, just going for the uni. I see you.
Leaving that overhead out of the equation this time. iDom just holding back a little bit. Great anti-air on the side of Hot Dog. A little mini shimmy there. This time iDom doesn't take the bait. Uses the V reversal instead to get a little bit of momentum back. This
There's
time
the
before
bicycle.
the spark bolt. Dash up again.
Oh.
Fakes him out with a button. Hot Dog in trouble. Trigger on the table. Dope. Shimmy.
And the back throw, again, that's such a far range. Caught the interruption of that normal command grab on the side of Bison. Hot Dog looking to apply the pressure. There's the V reversal. Get off me. More thunderclaps. One time to do it. The delayed crouch short to check the movement.
iDom clutches it out, and you hear Hot Dog earlier say, hey, man, I got it now. And just iDom just able to switch gears. That's not an automatic. My man's driving a manual. He knows exactly how to control the gears. You park my man on the hill, iDom's got it. You don't have to worry about moving an inch except for to victory.
He only knows one gear, and it's fast.
Yeah, man.
He just goes all the way with it. And iDom, again, back in that seat to cheer on for his teammate, SKZ. The sigh of relief there.
Yeah, I kept teching a lot, but
It's Bison.
Yeah, no, that happens.
It's Bison. Yeah, dude.
It's like, especially against that character, like
It's
I think
Bison.
a lot of it comes down to
It's
muscle memory.
Bison.
Yeah.
Because teching against that character is actually not good. Because all of his block strings, like, those block strings actually suck against matched normals, but they kill you if you tech. Because, like, all those block strings, like, the max damage ones are for, like, delayed
Tech,
shit.
yeah.
Like stand roundhouse shit, yeah. But, like, instant button, he has to go for, like, these strings, you know, that don't deal damage.
You have to stagger the pressure with Bison in a lot of situations. I think that's what he's trying to articulate. And I mean, it's still fine. They understand it just the same. But that's true. You don't want him to let it get close to you. You go more for the teching. That's why it pushes you to do so. I mean, iDom still got opened up a few times, rebutted, and came back and kept the match in control, leaving himself alive, eliminating Hot Dog. It goes back to Xian, and it's going to be SKZ up. Let's see what happens.
The Seth Mirror match. Who would have thunk it, Steve? V-Skill 1 on the side of SKZ successfully gets it installed. Xian rocking 2-on-2. V-Skill 2 and Trigger 2, that is. Uppercut? No. I get that. Very weary of the axe kick. And I think that crouching heavy kick is a great tool to kind of counter against the axe kick. Woo! Yeah, get big on him. Building a little meter for himself. I like that too. SKZ optimizing the situation so far with the life lead and playing it at a very patient pace. Great interruption with the Twin Fang. Forward fierce. Dash up twice for the Oki and the corner control now. Xian again, the counter hit confirms. I'm telling you, Steve, this man has it. If he can do it in the online sphere, he can definitely do it here.
Okay, EX, here comes SKZ. Don't count him out yet. The crouch jab to stop the dash ups. No, you were right. I can tell you guys right now. Vicious literally said the other day, he's like, yo, this guy Xian can confirm the crouch jab into the Twin Fang all the time.
My gosh. That stand roundhouse, the perfect answer for the axe kick. SKZ firing right back, trying to control the pace. Just about tied up here. Try to find, see, look, I like the spacing that SKZ is holding at, just in case the axe kick comes by. He's catching it on recovery to get a normal, but once he's close up, then Xian starts to fire right back. The hands. Goes for the open instead.
Nice. Just walk back, staggered, crouching, medium punch. This first game is looking pretty solid for Xian.
He missed the stun punish.
This is not good. And V-Trigger 1 on top of that.
Oh, no fear in his heart.
Axe
SKZ.
Oh, no.
He tried it. He did the all-in strategy, and sometimes it doesn't pay off.
Yeah, that one was weird because it might have been like, it looked like it might have been plus too.
No, it's not plus, but he has V-Trigger, so I was expecting him to try to activate from that. Well, he didn't.
And this is, again, they are no strangers to danger.
I like that call out. That's a very smart point, right? Like in those situations, sometimes you can play a little more reckless because you know that they're looking for you to activate. SKZ pointing out like, hey, he didn't do that. He literally just took the ground instead.
It's based off of reads that, like, off the initial encounters prior to Street Fighter League, I imagine, right? They've had a good amount of time to play against each other.
Or just even in this match alone, right? Like they make those guesses based on what they've seen the opponent do in previous rounds, matches, whether it be years, months, weeks, days. They think about that. Jump in completely with, still gets to confirm, and Xian once again with the Seth play.
I like that. The Seth play. I see what you did there, Steve.
Dang, you have to point it out, huh? I like to leave those there, you know, let them marinate a little bit. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Dash punches. FE skill 2.
Oh.
I like how we're seeing both sets of Seth on display right now. Wake up EXDP. This is how we saw SKZ get that momentum back at first. Didn't get the round.
The counter hit conversion yet again. This man's a sniper.
Okay.
Xian eliminating SKZ in a quick fashion, 2-0, but it brings iDom back to the hot seat.
Mostly used all the setup you told me last night. It got nothing big different, but I don't know would you bad dash.
iDom in the hot seat. The last remaining member of Team All In. 801 Strider, SKZ behind him. And you know this has to be a tough battle. SKZ, one of the strongest guns they have on All In. And these guys are just trying to break apart what needs to happen to slow down Xian. Let me remind you, this is an EVO champion going up against the Capcom Cup champion. EVO champion versus Capcom Cup champion. Wow.
Xian win. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see as well. The answer to the Thunderclap, using that crouching heavy punch, low profiles enough to go past it.
And crouching medium kick as well is another tool. Crouching heavy kick is a weapon that you can also throw in there just to throw off the the stagger pressure. Seth has a lot of tools that can fight this matchup very well. Another thing is, I think it's interesting that iDom didn't go with poison this time around. I feel like that matchup may be a little more suitable in this situation, but I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it.
I'm inclined to believe you in that instance, really. I think that would have been a great choice, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we've seen the kind of powers that iDom presents when he's under pressure, but Xian starting things off with the first round of game 1. Nice whiff punish on the axe kick.
Look at this offense completely changing right now. Tries to jump out, met with a jab.
Checking with the heavy punch as well. But a lot of movement on the side of Xian. He's just trying to find his way out of the corner soon because a lot of these normals are going to rack up into stun. No, sir, not anymore.
Back throw. No whiff punish on the standing roundhouse.
And this is tough if you're Xian, right? You have to find a hit like maybe right here, get the activation. That's what I was looking for. What's the mix-up? Up, down, left, right. What are you going to do? Oh, my God.
I'm back out of the corner. That's what I'm doing. And the stun is very close to happening. Not close enough. One more guess.
He still pressed the button. Wake
My
up,
man
jab.
is crazy. He's actually crazy. No fear in his heart. He should have put a severed lion head on top of Laura because my man is ferocious out here. No fear.
I am so surprised Xian missed that opportunity to meaty. But still.
I can't believe we're watching this match right now. Xian versus iDom Street Fighter League Season 3. Oh. Gotta look for the cancel still.
Yes, that's the most dangerous thing, right?
Yeah.
You're still not safe, even when you think the move is over.
Yeah, being advantageous and having the opportunity to cancel definitely messes with the guessing options.
Nice
just like
interruption.
seeing that meter at the bottom of the screen. Do you press after the knockdown or you let it rock?
Ooh!
This dude, iDom, uses every move Laura has.
That's
he
cheating,
uses
bro.
every move.
That's cheating. You're not allowed to do that, especially with the Tim zone. It gives you extra range on the sweep.
That's actually true. I'm telling you, man, go look it up. Rucker Park. That dude was out there hooping in some Tims, man.
Just don't run into like dumb shit. Like maybe see that he's just buffering. Like just don't.
Yeah, he's
don't
buffering a
overextend.
lot. Yeah, I'm trying not to really dash so much.
Yeah, don't overextend in neutral. But once you're in, like, I mean, you already have a read on his defense. Like he's scared.
Round 1. Fight.
Everything on iDom's shoulders. Everything on Xian's shoulders at this point. Capcom Cup champion versus Evo champion. Different games, but respectively, the skill it takes to get there, man. Two world-class talent players right here. Going heads up. Only on Street Fighter League, man. I stand by what I said. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter. I dare you.
A lot more normals on the side of iDom, a lot of buffering behind it, right? To kind of see how Xian's going to move past this wall of normals. Axe kick is definitely one of the answers, without a doubt. Going airborne.
Push to the corner. I love the usage of this V skill too. Extending those combos, pushing to the corner. Making the guess to get out so much harder and important. And you can see right now, Xian taking full advantage. Working with a perfect life bar. Anti-air works out this time, side switch. iDom on the offense, activation on the V-trigger as well, and still ready.
Nice.
Neutral jump to call out the command throw, and we see Xian taking full advantage. Look at the meter usage. Back throw. Not over just yet. Plenty of trigger left. Catches
Oh my God.
the air jump backwards. Are you
Don't
serious?
let him catch you slipping. Do not let this man catch you slipping.
Son, oh
it's
my
a slip
God.
and slide to your death.
I told you people at home, there's so many tier lists that everyone's like, hey man, Laura's not that big of a deal. My boy iDom says I disagree. And I dare you to play me to make it true or not. I dare you.
You can't put Laura on there on that tier list without associating iDom first, or you have to make sure
you got to
you
give
ask
it 2
this
spots.
man for his opinion first.
Right? You give him 2 spots. Bring him in as a consultant about Laura.
You know what? It should be Laura and then iDom's Laura in a
Yes.
different tier list.
There you
right?
go. There you go. That's actually equivalent. I'll take that. More axe kick pressure.
No anti-airs. The jump was too sharp of an angle for Xian.
Oh my God. That was the tail. What?
The tail end of it, yeah. The last bit of active frames allowing for that to combo too. Oh!
Look
Yeah,
at this
he's not
offense trigger.
V reversal, that's where it is.
Oh, what a read by Xian.
Nice. Let's go!
Oh my God. This dude, iDom. iDom with the 2-0 over Xian. Psycho Shinobi in trouble. Eliminated from the team battle. iDom holding it down. Congratulations going to the opposite team. Psycho Shinobi still sportsmen to the end. Wow. What a set of Street Fighter that you guys just see. That team battle, man.
iDom, again, we say this all the time. When it comes to high pressure iDom, no mistaking it, he knows how to clutch it out. Ice in his veins. He exclaimed earlier in between the set, he's like, man, I was teching a lot against Hot Dog. I was just nervous. 801's like, no, cut that out. You don't get nervous. You don't get nervous around here. I don't believe you. And we saw it here today, clutching it out yet again. iDom,
the captain,
sealing another W for All In. And if you're SKZ and 801 Strider, you got to be feeling real good having somebody lead you like iDom.
And I would love to get the critics' review. We're going to take it to the stage. Rob TV with an interview. iDom.
I'm here with Team All In's captain, iDom, fresh off of an amazing performance. How you feeling right now, bro?
I mean, it's always good to win, but I'm pretty chill.
So both of those sets right there were sick. I feel like actually talked a little bit about it like right before this. You against Hot Dog, he actually was getting the better of you in a good amount of those rounds. What'd you think about that set?
I mean, I was losing, but then there's this mechanic in the game called V-trigger that kind of saved my culo.
So I was actually surprised. Well, not that I was surprised, but I wonder what made you go with the Guile ban?
I'm not too comfortable versus Guile, and we were expecting the G ban. So Strider was comfortable playing against Guile if he had G. So none of us on the team really wanted to play against Guile. So, that character's kind of cheap and like top 3, but
3?
Yeah, that character's busted.
All right. So against Hot Dog, I specifically noticed it was either the first game or the second game, but you had to hit him with at least 63 overheads. So when you're doing those lower mix-ups and everything like that, are you super conscious of like that player's tendencies? Because I feel like once he finally started blocking them, you slowed down on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like you get hit by one thing, you start looking for it. If you get hit by it, then you do the next thing. But honestly, it's like you do it twice, and then like third time, they're obviously looking for it. But when I was playing Hot Dog, it was more just like trying to keep my cool on defense because I have to make sure I don't get hit a lot or else I'll lose.
And the last thing about that Hot Dog match, because I'm interested in it as a player, I noticed that obviously going up against Bison, he has those super long plus buttons that we all hate so much. So a lot of us use V reversals against him. But in the lower matchup, or at least the way you approach it, you don't use V reversals at all. Why is that?
Lower's V trigger is kind of good, just a little good. So I don't really want to spend V reversal. So usually if I want to like take my turn back or like keep pressure on him, I'll just EX shoulder most of the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the man himself, the reigning Capcom Cup champion, iDom.
iDom letting you know exactly where he was coming from in some of those matches. Even saying that Hot Dog was one of those players that you have to be careful of. That was what I was actually touching on when I said that, hey, you need to be aware of who you could potentially go up against. Even going deeper into the mindset, like, hey, look, after that second time, you're going to be looking for it, right? But just being able to switch back and forth in between those styles, iDom being aware of it, and even just pointing out specifically about M. Bison, a great interview by Rob TV right there, just to get like both sides of it, right? You got it from the player perspective, you got it from like someone who might be watching from home. So both sides of the mindset of iDom in that situation.
We've had our matches between Dynamite and NASR. Again, Dynamite on the up and up. And then we saw All In take down Psycho Shinobi. But when we return, we will have our Seiko play of the day. We got to think about this for a while because it's been all good. So when we return, we'll come back with that post-game discussion. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Vicious here with Tasty Steve, and this is Street Fighter League Season 3, Week 4, with the post-game discussion. Again, we were deliberating on what to pick for the Seiko play of the day, and it's been real tough because, again, these are very important. We're crowning ourselves an MVP at the midway part of the season as well as the end to award those players with an exclusive Street Fighter V watch designed after the models or the character schemes of the current roster. So with that in mind, Steve, how do we pick a play of the day?
So we always talk about this like, hey, it has to be a play of the day. Is it like, just the Hot Dog matchups, the iDom matchups going back and forth? I say we just make Mena RD of Team Dynamite's OCV the play of the day and just call it even. Because you can't go any other way. So we're in agreement then?
So here's the thing, right? Mena RD had so many plays that happened throughout the entirety of that match. First of all, him picking Sakura and going through each and every one of those players. Let's think about it, right? Mena taking down Angrybird Zeku. Mena taking down Bigbird Rashid, and on top of that, closing it out against the Samurai by himself using Sakura. Again, the character is pretty good, I'm telling you.
Mena RD playing out of his mind. Gets the OCV. No. I feel like, if anything, the Seiko play of the day, he earned it free. He earned it 2 times over. You only needed 1. He did it 3 times. Secures the OCV, secures the play of the day. Mena RD making sure Dynamite is going to be here for a long time, and definitely one of the emerging teams because of that Seiko play of the day. On top of that, we've already talked about the character roster changes and how it has affected these teams. But look at how strong Dynamite still is. Still, we were already talking about the fact that they could be potentially the best team free, right? They could have been one of the best contenders we have, and still with those changes, they're right there at the top, still right up there making waves in the Street Fighter League season, and I can't be happy enough for them. So shout outs to Team Dynamite, and shout outs to every other team as well for just fighting to try to stay alive until, at least until we get to these playoffs. I respect it.
But with Dynamite and the way that they took it down this week, it actually shot them up in the leaderboards. Now that we take a look at the standings, All In is up in the lead, undefeated right now in the throne with 3-0. Dynamite trailing right behind them 2-1. Alpha 3 tied 1-1 after a rocky start, but showing that they are here to play. They have the focus now. NASR, a really rough loss against Team Dynamite. Psycho Shinobi, same story, same song and dance against All In. It was still pretty close, and UIU still looking to put a point on the board, currently sitting at 0-2, but it's not over yet. It's only week number 4.
Yeah, week number 4 coming to a close, but man, the matches that we had, I'm telling you right now, I'm so interested in what some of these teams are going to do to change up. Like, what will be the strategy going into next week, especially after you see these team battles, right? There's going to be some matchups that we have not yet seen going up for the first time, right? And they're going to have an opportunity to run it back again. But these first meetings are going to be important. It's going to set the stage for what's going to happen later on, as well as a lot of these players are getting comfortable now. Look at what Min is doing. Look at what Caba's doing. Like, there's a lot of players here that are getting ready to be unleashed because of the way that the season is going, as well as just a lot of these characters just getting really used to their new teams. Look at Samurai. Look at what Samurai achieved the minute he had to. The minute Samurai was like, oh, it's up to me. I got this. I've done this before. Still clutches out a victory to go to that tail end of that battle, but that's just the kind of clutch that you need. And once again, it's Samurai. He's OCB'd every team in Street Fighter League to a degree. So,
Right,
I mean,
right.
not these new teams, but
Not yet.
Look, not yet. But it does not mean you're off the table.
And despite week 4 being over again, these guys have done so well so far, getting as many wins as possible because each and every one of these matches count. But as we end here for Street Fighter League Season 3, we do have more of it happening tomorrow overseas in Japan, where they continue with Week 6 happening tomorrow on the Capcom Fighters channel. We want to remind you to tune in next Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we have our next battle. Who do we have lined up first?
We're going to have All In, our undisputed leaders right now, going up against Dynamite. Right after that, we're going to have Team UIU hoping to get back in the swing of things, going up against Alpha 3. If they can make that happen, I feel like they're on the way to a beautiful recovery. Alpha 3 still in the process of proving themselves as well. That's what you guys are going to get next week, and you know what we're going to get because this is Street Fighter League, baby. It gets better. It only gets better, and I still dare you to find me better Street Fighter, but I know where you can get it. You can get it right here. See you guys next week. In this matchup versus Rashid.
Dangerous territory here from NRD. Close to chip territory, but no fear in his heart. He's moving forward. There's the activation. We might see a chip out. Don't need it. Nice. Confirmed.
Oh, tried to hit a button in between there. Gamer B mentioned he did not want to be knocked down, and it seems to be true, but fighting his way back into this round. V-Trigger EX gets caught on the way in.
And he's not
trigger.
V-reversal, that's where it is.
Oh, what a read by Xian.
Nice. Let's go!
Oh my god!
The animation just looks like it.
Oh, and it corrected.
Oh no, that had to be EX Mad Cradle. That had to be.
It's another throw. Samurai looking strong. From the dead like the costume, full charge. Don't you stand there. Join me in the graveyard.
And he's still optimizing despite getting the win.